Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and this is just going to be a really quick news update. There's a few smaller things that I wanted to touch on in this video, and then I'm going to leave you guys with some gameplay, but these things are kind of something that's going to be important to you guys that you might want to know. These things include 1v1 dueling, clone commando prices, and also AI being added to co-op and instant action. So we are going to jump into it in just a second, but I want to say a huge thank you to all the support on the channel lately. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos, and with that out of the way, if you are brand new, make sure to subscribe for future content on Battlefront 2 and Jedi Fallen Order. Anyways, getting into it, the first thing I wanted to touch on is the Clone Commando AI for co-op and instant action. Now, Ben did tweet out a reply to someone saying that the Clone Commando AI is currently ready and that it could potentially be added in the next update. There is no guarantee though, obviously a lot of things need to go through approval and testing, but there may be a chance that we get Clone Commando AI, which if you guys don't recall, the next update is going to give us the option to choose which faction we play during co-op and instant action. So with those game modes getting the option to select it, you will now not only be able to play Clone Commandos, but you will also be able to go up against them, which is very cool. I hope it's not too OP on their side because it is going to get quite difficult with multiple Clone Commandos firing at you with their middle ability activated. Currently that still has the 50% damage reduction, and it doesn't look like the 25% fix has been handled yet. It may come in the following update, and I really hope it does, because the Clone Commando, like you guys would have seen in my previous videos, is still a little bit too overpowered. So hopefully they can get that sorted and incorporate it with the October update. Speaking of the Clone Commandos though, they are also getting a price raise. You guys would know currently that the Clone Commando is costing 1,000 battle points, which in my opinion is much too low. I think it should be higher than that. So they have heard this and they are going to be increasing the cost of the Clone Commando to 2,000 battle points, which I think is a good price point for where it's currently at. And even when it does get nerfed back down to the 25% damage reduction it is supposed to have, I think 2,000 is still a good price point at cost for the Clone Commando. So a little bit of a change there if you guys are wondering why that is happening. It's obviously just to balance out the game so that we don't have Clone Commandos constantly spawning around, and they're going to be a little less frequent on the map. So I think increasing the cost on that is definitely needed. So just quickly, I'm going to insert this bit of audio here, guys, and this was actually recorded after I finished recording the rest of the video. And before I get into the 1v1 news, I did want to just mention one of the quick changes that was brought up on Twitter just recently. Ben Walk, who is the community manager, of course, has just mentioned that Darth Vader will be getting a buff, and this is to do with his stamina, now allowing him to swing 10 times, whereas previously he could only swing 8. Do I think this change was necessary? No, not really. Vader is already very hard to defeat as it is. His defensive abilities and basically the amount of shots simply it takes to kill him makes him extremely powerful as it is, and I felt like having 8 lightsaber swings on the offensive side made it a little bit balanced for that. So I think that now that he has 10, he's going to be even tougher to go up against. So an interesting change nonetheless. I'll have to test it out and see how it is, but I don't think it was necessary, but I thought it was worth bringing up to you guys if you were wondering why it seems impossible to defeat Darth Vader in the future. So there's that, and with that said, let's get to the last bit of news. Now, the last thing, and probably the biggest change that you guys are wondering about, and something that I didn't even know happened until just recently, is that DICE secretly added 1 versus 1 dueling, whether that be with blaster heroes, lightsaber heroes, blaster versus lightsaber heroes. This was stealthily added in the last update, and if you guys didn't know how this happened, they basically made it for Hero Showdown. So what happens was, there was a comment out on Reddit where someone did say, did you guys stealth change Hero Showdown so it can start at 1v1? Please keep it this way forever. And Ben, who is of course the community manager for Battlefront 2, has replied and said, yes, we did. So confirmed from Ben himself, 1 versus 1 dueling is now an option in Battlefront 2. If you guys want to take full advantage of this, jump into Hero Showdown. You will be able to load into the game almost immediately, and it will start as 1v1. It won't necessarily wait for a second team member, however they may join later on in the match. You have the option to play 1v1 against an enemy, which is really cool because I know a lot of you want a 1 versus 1 lightsaber dueling mode or blaster dueling mode, which would be really cool, and a lot of people, including myself, have tried to organize things like this in like controlled environments, going to servers that are, you know, 300 ping for some of us just to get a 1v1 duel so we can matchmake in with a group that's going to leave everyone else alone. But it's really difficult, and I think DICE is probably looking into maybe potentially making a 1v1 dueling mode separate from everything else, but I think for now this is going to keep the community happy in 1 versus 1 options. So if you guys haven't tested it out yet, jump into Hero Showdown and give it a go. I did a little bit of Showdown earlier today on stream, didn't manage to get any 1v1, but this is some of the footage you guys are watching in the background from that stream. So I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Smack smack a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know down in the comments who your favorite lightsaber hero is to duel with. I'm interested to see what you guys say because mine is probably Luke, and then on the dark side I would say it is maybe Count Dooku. He's actually a lot of fun to duel with and he has that style for it. So they're probably my light and dark favorite heroes to duel with, so let me know yours down in the comments. Anyways, I am going to jump out of here. I will leave you with the gameplay. Thank you guys for tuning in, and may the Force be with you always.